Welcome back. Washington County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Clayton Wilcox, announced last week that he has accepted a superintendent's job at Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools in North Carolina, starting July 1st. Janice, do you think Washington County chased Dr. Wilcox to another district?
I would say that there's probably a good chance
Okay.
that the answer is yes.
Yeah, I have to agree. Elections have consequences. We lost, the majority of the board that was supporting Dr. Wilcox, and I think that even though they didn't have a vote or anything again on his contract, I think he realized that hey, I don't have the majority supporting me anymore, and from what I understand, the school district in North Carolina, they actually approached him about it. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
I don't think you're wrong. I think they were probably identifying potential candidates across the country because, it's the 18th largest school district in the country. So they probably had identified candidates, and they were probably closely watching the elections.
Oh, yeah.
And say, hey, Clayton Wilcox might be open to our overtures.
Well, and in all fairness, I've done job changes before. I do federal contracting. I've done job changes before where the contract is coming up to the end of the contract cycle. We're not sure if the contract's getting renewed or not. I get a company approaches me and says, hey, how would you like to come work for us for more money? We've got this nice stable contract that's for 5 more years or whatever. You're crazy not to take it, because that means financial security for 5 more years.
Ron, polarized board. Do you think that really was the thing that made Dr. Wilcox say, yeah, let me really consider this?
I want you to go back in a year or 2 years and remember tonight. Clayton Wilcox made a mistake, in my opinion, by going to Mecklenburg County in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think he made a major mistake.
Okay.
I think he had the tools and the technology to stay here.
Yeah.
You do not need to have a board that agrees with you on everything to stay someplace. And if you have to have a board that's got 4 votes that runs over 3 votes all the time, that's not the way to run an organization.
But with the new political makeup of the board,
It's irrelevant.
when Justin Hardings didn't run, Donna Brightman lost in the contest. Do you see the current makeup of the board unraveling some of the efforts that he put into place? The technology, the concept of putting more schoolrooms, classrooms downtown instead of spending $80 million and building another county high school.
Now he's got to show his true talent and really work with people to convince them that he's right. I'm telling you, he made a mistake. That's not going to be an easy task to go to the county he went to. We had a former superintendent of schools in Prince George's County that made that identical move. They ate his lunch in Mecklenburg County. He would have been, that superintendent of schools should have become the state of Maryland superintendent of schools many years ago. So what I'm saying now, with all of the talent that Dr. Wilcox had, I think he should have stayed in Washington County. He already had a contract.
Right.
He's not making that much more money going to where he's going.
Oh, $50,000 a year, that's above median income here.
Well, but he's going to pay for it down there, expense-wise.
Oh, taxes, that's right.
Yeah, he's going to pay, but they got a lot of taxes in North Carolina, you know that.
Taxes and cost of living.
So,
Very different.
what do you do? Did the governor down there, didn't they just vote to limit the powers of the new governor coming in?
Well, yeah, but we're not talking about the governor. I think where we're saying is, looking at Dr. Wilcox's past, he was in a very large school district before he went to Scholastic. He was down in Biscayne,
Yes.
Pinellas County, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, and he had challenges there, and he tends to coalesce and build a team. Maybe he's looking for more of a challenge now, instead of having to be in a contentious argument just about every board meeting. He's looking for a challenge professionally for him to say, listen, I can do the same success that I had in Washington County. I'm looking to bring to Charlotte-Mecklenburg.
Well, I understand what you're saying. I think he had the chance to stay here to show his leadership
It was his
ability.
choice, though. I mean, I think
Yes.
ultimately it was
Yeah,
his choice.
yeah.
But I think he also saw the writing on the wall that every board meeting there was going to likely be more ruffled feathers, and where he envisioned and desire for the school system to go to further coalesce with his vision, probably was going to be a greater fight than he could gain in votes.
For now.
Yeah.
So something that's important to take into consideration too is we don't know how long Karen Harshman has.
Well, you know, Ron and I were talking off camera on that, and it's interesting how that's going to be disposed of. And likely, you know, based upon the statements that she made, allegations she's made, both of them were of a criminal offense. You know, did it in a public forum, then didn't cooperate with police, didn't cooperate with the superintendent. I can't imagine the hearing going in her favor. Will she contest it? I don't know. But if she leaves, if she's removed from her position, Ron, you were a county commissioner. What's the next step? The county, does the county commissioners meet as a whole, or does the president of
No,
the county
there'll
commissioners?
be a committee formed, and they will make recommendations of up to 3 names to the existing Board of County Commissioners. Law was changed back a couple of years ago, back when I was a commissioner, and Commissioner Marty Snook passed away. The governor of the state of Maryland made the decision on who replaced Marty Snook, which then was John Shank.
Okay.
And in this particular case, the county commissioners have the final say. So that 4-3 vote, 3-4 vote, I still think that 4-3 vote,
It's going to be a 4-3 vote regardless of how it pans out.
you have to govern for 7 people, not for 4.
Well, we beat that. Let's talk about who's going to fill the interim role. Okay, we have Boyd Michael, I believe, is the immediate person underneath Dr. Wilcox. He would seem the likely candidate. Do you think he's going to get the nod temporarily?
Yeah,
Crickets?
I'm not sure.
Okay, he was
what their next
third.
plan
He
is
was
gonna be.
third in the selection process when
Okay.
it got
Right.
down to Dr. Wilkes. So he, Boyd's a local homegrown guy. His dad was on the school board at one time. Tremendous family, very knowledgeable person, local, very much into the development of schools, very much, you know, doing things. Is he an out front public relations type superintendent? I don't know what the new board will want. I would have him as an interim person for now because of his knowledge of the system.
Okay, and on that, the only thing I want to toss out to you is generally we work on a July 1 cycle and interviews. There's no way we're going to have a chance to vet somebody in the next 6 months and get them on board for July 1. Dr. Wilcox's homework is done. We're scheduled all the way through next year, but we probably won't see someone for a year and a half. And we're going to close out with that. And up next, we have the Fast Five. Stay tuned.